Everyone is running from their pain, numbing it, hiding it, medicating it, scrawling it away at 2 a.m. But what if I told you the pain you're running from is actually the most powerful weapon you'll ever hold? Every person who ever built something great, a business, a body, a legacy, was not someone who avoided pain. They were someone who turned around, looked their pain directly in the eye, and used it as fuel instead of letting it use them as a victim. Pain broke them open, and then it built them. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to take whatever is hurting you right now, heartbreak, failure, rejection, loss, embarrassment, and turn it into the sharpest weapon you own. Because here's the truth: comfort has never built anyone. Pain has built everyone who matters. Let's get into it. Why pain is misunderstood. We've been taught to treat pain like the enemy, something to avoid at all costs. Something wrong with us, something to numb with distractions, with comfort food, with mindless scrolling, with anything that makes the feeling go away for a few minutes. But pain was never the enemy. Pain is information. Pain is pressure. And pressure, when it's directed correctly, is the exact force that creates diamonds, that forges steel, that builds unshakable people. Think about the moments that shaped you the most. Was it the comfortable, easy days? Or was it the nights you couldn't sleep because something hurt so badly you thought you couldn't survive it? Comfort teaches you nothing. It just lets you stay the same. Pain, on the other hand, forces movement. It forces change. It forces you to become someone new, because the old version of you can't carry that weight anymore. The problem isn't that you feel pain. The problem is that you were never taught what to do with it. The two paths pain can take. Here's something critical to understand. Pain itself is neutral. It doesn't automatically make you stronger or weaker. What happens next is what decides everything. Path 1. Pain becomes poison. This is what happens to most people. The pain isn't processed. It's buried. And buried pain doesn't disappear. It leaks out sideways into anger, into numbness, into self-sabotage, into repeating the same painful patterns over and over, because the wound was never actually dealt with. This is the person who got hurt once and let it convince them the world is unsafe, that trying is pointless, that they're better off small and guarded. Path 2. Pain becomes power. This is the harder path, but the one that actually changes your life. It's the person who takes that same wound and asks a completely different question. Not, why did this happen to me? But, what is this pain trying to build in me? It's the athlete who lost the championship and used that exact humiliation as training fuel for the next 4 years. It's the entrepreneur who got rejected by every investor and let that rejection become the proof they needed to work harder than everyone else. Same pain. 2 completely different outcomes. The difference isn't the intensity of what happened to you. It's the direction you pointed in. How pain builds real strength. Let's get specific about how this actually works. Because this isn't just a nice idea. It's backed by how growth actually happens. Physically, muscles don't grow from comfort. They grow from micro tears caused by resistance and pressure, literal pain at the cellular level, followed by recovery. No pain, no growth. This isn't a metaphor. It's biology. Mentally, the same principle applies to resilience. Every time you face something painful and don't break, you don't just survive it. You expand your capacity to handle the next hard thing. People who have never been tested crumble at the first sign of difficulty. People who have been through real pain develop a kind of quiet, unshakable calm because they already know they can survive worse emotionally. Pain also strips away illusions. Heartbreak shows you who was really there for you. Failure shows you what you're actually made of. Loss shows you what actually matters. These are brutal lessons, but they're also the fastest, most honest teachers you'll ever have. Nothing clarifies your priorities like pain does. This is why almost every powerful person you admire has a painful chapter in their story. Not despite the pain, because of it. The pain wasn't the interruption of their story. It was the training ground for it. How to turn your pain into a weapon. So, how do you actually do this? How do you take whatever is hurting you right now and turn it into fuel, instead of letting it turn into poison? 1. Stop asking why me, and start asking what now. Why me keeps you stuck in the role of a victim, replaying the injustice on a loop. What now puts you back in control. It's a small shift in language that creates a massive shift in power. 2. Write down exactly what the pain taught you. Every painful experience carries a lesson buried inside it about people, about yourself, about what you actually want. Don't let that lesson go to waste by refusing to look at it. Name it clearly. That clarity is the first piece of the weapon. 3. Let the pain set a new standard, not a new limit. The wrong response to pain is, "I'll never let myself be vulnerable again." The right response is, "I will become someone this pain can't touch the same way twice." One shrinks your life. The other expands it. 4. Channel it into disciplined action, not scattered emotion. Don't just feel the pain. Direct it. Put it into the workout, the business, the skill, the goal. Every rep, every hour of work, every ounce of discipline becomes a place to deposit that energy instead of letting it rot inside you. 5. Use it as proof, not permission to quit. The next time life gets hard, remember, you already survived something that once felt unsurvivable. That's not just a memory. That's evidence. Evidence that you're built for more than you think. The final truth. Here's what I want you to remember most from this video. You are not going to become powerful by avoiding pain for the rest of your life. That's impossible. Pain finds everyone eventually. You're going to become powerful by learning how to use it. The heartbreak, the failure, the rejection, the loss. None of it has to be wasted. It can either bury you, or it can become the exact weapon that no comfortable, untested person will ever have. Stop running from your pain. Turn around, pick it up, and use it. If something is hurting you right now, I want you to comment one word below. The thing that pain is going to build in you. Subscribe for more real, no-fluff videos on mindset, discipline, and turning your hardest moments into your greatest strengths. I'll see you in the next one.